Hello, everybody. My name is Stephen Cooper, former San Diego Charger from the years of 2003 to 2012. I played middle linebacker for the coaches of Marty Schottenheimer and Norv Turner. Played for one of the best defenses ever for the San Diego Chargers. Won the AFC Championship out of the 9 years that I played 7 times, and had an opportunity to compete for AFC Championship, but came up short versus the New England Patriots. With that being said, I was a captain for 4 years for the Chargers, also being an undrafted free agent from Boston, Massachusetts. I went to the University of Maine for my 4 years. And then when I came out of high school, I went to Naval Academy Preparatory School, where it didn't work out for me, but I ended up going to Maine to keep pushing for my academics and being the young man I am today. Now, with that being said, we are now reading this book called We Are Our Ancestors' Keepers by Charles Alexander, a guy that I really respect, a guy that I look up to in the community of San Diego, a guy that's brought me in as a resident here, being an outsider, and gave me a lot of words of wisdom that I truly respect. And it's an honor for me to read this story by the story of Colin Kaepernick, one of the great quarterbacks in the NFL that I had an opportunity to play against for a few years before I retired. And he's a man now that is standing up for our people, and he's a voice for all of us. Now, with that being said, we're going to begin the story of Colin Kaepernick. This remarkable young man was born on November 3rd, 1978 in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, to a very young mother. She made the brave decision to give baby Colin up for adoption to a white family, where he has an older brother and sister. When Colin was 4 years old, the Kaepernicks moved to California. When he was 8, he started playing football. With his strong arm, he took the position of quarterback on his team. In 4th grade, young Colin wrote a letter, hoping to go to good college and then play in the Professional Football League for the 49ers and the Green Bay Packers. Not only was Colin an incredibly talented athlete, he was also highly intelligent. He graduated with a 4.0 from the University of Nevada, Reno. Now, with that being said, don't mean to stop the story, but 4.0 is something that we all should strive for when we're in school. Regardless if we have trouble reading, writing, whatever it is, we all have to understand as a boy and a girl, ask for help. Talk to your teachers, talk to your guidance counselors. When you go home, talk to mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, whoever is watching you at that time. There's various coaches, there's various mentors, like I explained with Mr. Alexander, that you can reach out to in the community that's willing to help. So always know you're never by yourself, and there's always people that's willing to help you. Just a year later, Kaepernick became the starting quarterback and led the team to the Super Bowl. Kaepernick did something very brave in August 2016. Remember this date, August 2016, an NFL player took a stand for all of us. He refused to stand for the national anthem in order to call attention to racial injustice, police brutality, and the nation's cultural divide, meaning the divide with people of color, people of ethnicity, different genders, just people that don't agree with being normal and just being neutral. He explained, I am not going to stand up to show pride in the flag for a country that oppresses Black people and people of color. To me, this is bigger than football. It would be selfish of me, or excuse me, it'd be selfish on my part to look the other way. Meaning, look the other way. It's not just about Black. It's about Black, Mexican, Asian, even white people that support us in our movement. You got to understand, it's not just a Black thing. It's everybody. There are bodies in the street that people are getting paid leave and getting away with murder. Those were some powerful words, and he embraced the warrior's mentality of his great elder Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali was one of the great people that you guys might not know about right now, but he was a great world-class boxer. Won many titles. He stood up for all of us, and he was one of the main people that started this push by professional athletes and getting out there with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar himself, Jim Brown. There's various athletes that came before guys like Colin Kaepernick that he looked up to, and that's why he took the steps that he did as an individual to help us, who once had to stand to those same principles. At the end of football season, Kaepernick became a player without a team. Understand something. He was a starting quarterback, went to the NFC Championship numerous times and played on a Super Bowl team. But because he did something as an individual and spoke about what he felt was right as an individual and as an African American, these owners took away his dream, took away his way of living, how to provide for his family. Now, the brave man filed a grievance in October 2017 against the owners of the NFL for collusion and his exclusion of the Football League, meaning he went to court, went in front of a judge, and he went out there to fight for himself and fight for his rights because he felt the owners were wrong in taking away his dream. So always know things in life where people take things from you, but you have a voice, you have a support system. Use that system in order to get the things you want, but do it the right way. Despite negative comments, the media, young Colin and his courageous actions earned him the title Citizen of the Year from GQ magazine, one of the most popular magazines across the world. Sports Illustrated awarded him the Muhammad Ali Legacy Award, one of the biggest prestigious awards you can win as a human being, not just an athlete, but as a human being. And he was runner-up for the Time magazine's Person of the Year. With all that being said, there's a couple of points that I would like to speak on, and that's being a boss. Colin Kaepernick lost his job because somebody else was in control of his destiny, meaning they financed him. They made him do work for them so they could benefit off of his actions. Now, my message to you kids is this. Why not you be your own boss? Why can't you wake up whenever you want, go to work whenever you want, and make whatever you want to do and be your own boss? Now, with that being said, at the age that you're at, you have to start thinking about those things now. Start having conversations with mom, dad, the family members, your friends, your teachers on things that you might want to do, and then find that lane and then really maximize your potential within that lane. But you're going to need help no matter what. I played football since the age of 7 to the age of 32. And no matter what, from teachers, parents, coaches, mentors, people giving me rides, people feeding me, people paying for registrations. There's going to be various people that come across your life that is going to help you, and you're going to need it. But as you get older, stand on your own 2 feet, just like Colin Kaepernick did. He defended us, he defended himself, but he stood on his own 2 feet, and be your own boss so you can do for yourself. Now, with that also being said, leadership. Colin Kaepernick being a quarterback and being the face of a franchise that makes billions of dollars, he is a leader. He has various guys that have big egos, meaning they're confident, they're cocky, whatever it is, they think they're the best, but he has to deter their attitude and emotions to come together as one. Whether it's a family, whether it's a group of friends, your classmates in a group, you have to learn how to work with people. So being a leader comes with communicating, responding, the way you carry yourself, your posture, your attitude, the way you respect yourself, the way you respect others. Remember these things because you never know who's watching. It's a world called perception. People are looking at you and they're just going to judge you off of the way they look at you or the way you look. They won't even talk to you, shake your hand, or even speak to you. But it's up to you to go to a person, look them dead in their face, whether you're a man or a boy or a girl. You shake their hand and you give them your name. First and last name, you say it proud and you say it with your chest up. Don't ever feel bad for where you come from or what you represent, because at the end of the day, your family always loves you. And when you leave this earth, there's this thing called a gravestone, and it leaves our last name. What are you going to be remembered by? I know for myself, my mission in life, I'm a football coach from high school and youth football here in San Diego for Balboa Raiders and San Diego High School, and a personal trainer here also. And my calling from the Lord is to give back to the community, because there's many of adults and people that have gave back to me. So I know now this is my mission. And that's why I'm here with you guys today, reading the story, giving you my own opinions. But I truly hope that you guys can take the words that I've given you. And if you don't understand it, ask the person next to you, ask the teachers or whoever you're around, and hopefully they can explain it to you. But hopefully you guys know, be your own boss, be a leader, do your schoolwork, and continue to read. Reading, they say, is fundamental, but it's one of the strongest things you can get in life, and that's the brain. I might look strong, but I'm telling you right now, that brain's the strongest muscle in your body. I appreciate you guys. Keep staying smart, stay in school.